How's it going, my AAC test prep people? Oh, and anyone else that just wants to learn about what's going on through here. Today we're breaking down the PCV system under engine repair for AAC testing. A vehicle with PCV system shown has an excessive oil consumption, and during diagnosis excessive crankcase vacuum was observed. Which of these could be the cause? A restricted engine air filter. B, a restricted oil separator. C, a stuck open integrated PCV valve. Or D, a stuck closed integrated PCV valve. Let's pull up a diagram and take a deeper look at this system here. So the PCV, or positive crankcase ventilation system, is basically the engine's breathing system. Let's put this into layman's terms. When the engine runs, fuel burns to produce the power. That's what makes the vehicle move. Now, some of those gases in the combustion chamber escape past the pistons and collect inside the engine, known as the crankcase. If these gases stay inside, pressure builds up and can cause premature oil leaks and premature damage. So the PCV system removes these dirty gases, or mainly known as blow-by gases, and sends them back into the engine to be burned again. This helps keep the engine clean, reduces pollution, and prevents pressure from building up. So in simple terms, PCV system helps the engine breathe by removing these harmful gases and recycling them, and with the properly working PCV system, it keeps the engine running smoothly and lasting longer. So if we take a look at this diagram here, on the top left of the engine, we see the arrows actually going in. Now it goes in through the engine air filter, into the engine, down to the combustion chamber. When the chemical reaction happens, it sends a little bit of gases past the piston rings into the crankcase, known as blow-by gases. The PCV valve opens up a little bit based off the engine vacuum, letting it draw those gases directly through the PCV valve back into the intake manifold, which starts the cycle back over. This is exactly how we reduce emissions and also help the engine stay clean and run properly. So let's go back to these answers to take a look and see what we can actually eliminate and what may be the correct answer. So right off the back, A and B, being a restriction, and if anyone was paying attention to what we just went over, we'll definitely know that a restriction is going to cause excess pressure. We already know in the beginning of this diagnosis we have excess engine vacuum and oil consumption. So first two, we could definitely eliminate those. Restrictions for anything is going to cause pressure buildup. Now C, a stuck open integrated PCV valve. I like this answer, and the reason being is because D, a stuck closed, still indicates some type of possibly restriction. Now a stuck open is going to be free flowing. And what do we know about a PCV system? Once it opens up that valve, it draws engine vacuum. So being that we have a diagnosis in the beginning that stated excess engine vacuum, we already know our answer. And we're going to go with C, a stuck open integrated PCV valve. Let's get that changed and let's get it back on the road to help with fuel economy and reduce emissions.